Why would you ever in the entire world trust Georgia to cover anything?
You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Locked On Bulldogs podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. It's Thursday, and today's episode is brought to you by FanDuel.
Correct. Yep.
Where you can make every moment more. FanDuel.com. Go ahead and head over there. He's Clint. I'm Daniel. We'll both be on FanDuel. The app's pulled up on my phone as we speak. We're going to be making good use of that site as we move through the show today. So glad that you're here. You remember that episode of The Office, Clint, where Pam doesn't transfer calls through to Michael right away?
Yes.
Usually the first thing he says is so dumb that she likes to give him a practice run and then she transfers the call. That's kind of what we're doing today on the show. And it might not end up being the worst. So Georgia, Mississippi State, teeing it up between the cowbells on Saturday, high noon, 11 a.m. Mississippi time. And Clint, I've been hearing all week. It's a big old trap game for Georgia. Trap game. It's a sneaky game. Georgia's coming off a big rivalry win. I don't know if you know that. Squeaked one out in a rivalry matchup in the cocktail party. Next week on deck, Georgia's got Texas, vaunted Texas, coming in to Athens. And so surely they're looking ahead.
It's looking
past this Mississippi State team who just got its first conference win last week. I don't think this is a trap game at all, Clint. I don't think this is even remotely close to a trap game.
No.
Also, the line on this game has been moving in Georgia's favor. 7.5 at the beginning of the week, 8.5 for about a day, and now it's sitting at 9.5. You got to lay 9.5 points if you want to take Georgia in this game. I will not be doing that. I don't think this is a trap game. I think Georgia's going to win comfortably, but I will not be laying 9.5 points in this game. Here's how I think the game's going to go, Clint. I think we talked about it early in the week. Mississippi State's run defense outside of the top 90 in college football in terms of defending the run, expected EPA allowed. So that's bad. Georgia also, as healthy as they've been on the offensive line, as deep as they've been on the offensive line, deep in the backfield, a stable of great backs. Kirby was asked this week about Chauncey Bowen's lingering injuries. He said, what injuries? Chauncey Bowen plays. Chauncey Bowens plays when he plays. There's a lot of good backs, and we like to keep them fresh. And Chauncey's good when he gets in there. Georgia's got plenty of weapons in the backfield. You go on the road in the SEC. You get a sleepy atmosphere. You get a potential, what people call a trap game. What you want to do is you want to establish physical dominance, control the clock, control the game flow, and assert yourself on the ground. That's exactly what I think Georgia will have the capacity to do.
Yep.
I expect them to run early, run often, and run successfully.
Yep.
And so I expect Georgia to win comfortably. Maybe 28-20 is where I'm going to go. So not touching that spread. You could talk me into an under 56.5. I mean, clearly I just said 28-20. And so that's under 56.5. The problem with betting the under, Clint, is
a lot of problems.
I think both of these defenses suck. And so why would I take the under in a game where both defenses suck? I wouldn't. So I'm not going to lock that up. I'm not going to lock up the spread. I will have a 6-point teaser.
Yeah, you
that includes Georgia.
You're going to bet that. You're going to bet that down a little bit. Come on.
That's what I will do in this game because they win in this game. So if I get that down to 2.5, 7-point teaser, okay. Now we're talking about a number that I can get behind.
Yeah, first of all, the game last week against Florida. You want to say, oh, it was so close. Okay, first of all, we talked about 3 major plays in that game that drastically transformed everything.
Mm-hmm.
Should not have been that close. Statistically, Georgia dominated Florida. It wasn't close. Dominated them. Okay, so it's not an emotional game coming off of that. Part of the reason why it was so close is because Florida was emotional and we weren't. They had juiced up and we weren't to begin the game. Secondly, do you know who doesn't need juice to play well? What translates in what's that real well? Nasty, ill-intentioned linemen and running backs who want to impose themselves onto you. You're talking about wide receiver, little excitement, a little over the top. Okay, I can get with that. Defense, okay, I can get with that. It's a little sleepy. I get it. Juan Gaston, Micah Morris, Bobo, and the whole offensive line with Nate Frazier, who's renewed. By the way, he's got a little fire under his backside.
A little juice in there.
And as well as Chauncey. Chauncey, dear. They are going to be fine. And this is as utilitarian, as soldier up as you can get for Georgia. I think they're going to soldier up just fine. I think Mike Bobo knows the assignment. This is what Kentucky has been years prior. Kentucky was not competitive at all this year. What Kentucky has been prior, Kirby Smart, fine with a 3-point win, not covering it, is going to be another case here in Mississippi State. I like the coach. I like Levy. I like what they got going on. But it's different tiers right now, just completely different tiers from Georgia and Mississippi State. I talked about difference in this game earlier this week about the blue chips that we have. The talent does rise. Reps are here. Timing is here. This is where we're ascending. And all remedies start with run the dang ball or extension of the screen game. You telling me Anthony Evans, a lot has been made about Anthony Evans, Mississippi State. Great. Good for you. We have Zachariah Branch. I don't
the superior Anthony Evans?
The literal head and shoulders, neck, torso, belly button above.
Sure.
Yes. My prediction, I don't have a lock in this game. You can't get me to lock anything up in this game.
You can't make him.
No, nope. But I will say this. I think Georgia gets close to 30. I'm going to call it 28-20. I would be tempted to even say above 30 because I think our offense will continue to impress and impose themselves on Mississippi State, who is an atrocious defense. So I have us winning comfortably, and I have it. Daniel Gerf said we need a bucket or a bottle worthy, kind of like buckets on the bottom, 1 through 5, or bottles on the bottom, 1 through 5.
Yeah, we both predicted comfortable 8-point wins, and so that would be what would
lots
you call
of bottles,
that?
lots of excitement, lots of. No,
Gerf, don't be silly.
Gerf,
don't be silly.
Did you ever let one of your kids drive for the first time? And did you think to yourself during that time, oh yeah, this is going to be bottle worthy the whole end? I have not
a problem.
No.
It's 2025 Georgia football, Gerf. It's a 5-bucket alarm every daggum week. There's no scale.
You said last week, no buckets. You felt confident.
I hate everything.
We're going to come back after this. I'm going to let you know a stone cold lock in one confusing aspect that I still can't make my head or tail around whatsoever. It doesn't make any sense to me. But first, these. And these are, in fact, Supply House. Supply House is fantastic. When the opening whistle blows on a new repair, get your crew moving forward with Supply House. Order today. See parts on doorstep tomorrow. 280,000 plumbing, HVAC, and electrical items. Most trusted brands in the business. Need parts fast for a project? Guess what? Supply House has next day delivery. Part Finder has 3D schematics to save you hours on the job. Join the free Trademaster program today. Score serious perks. Priority shipping, low prices, dedicated support line. Supplyhouse.com. Sign up for free. Use promo code SHCollege5 for 5% off your first order. That's supplyhouse.com. Real people, real service.
All right, Clint. Time to jump into some locks. I'll start on the weeknights here. Okay. A little Friday night football action. A little Friday night lights. Clear eyes.
Full hearts. Can't lose.
I don't hate it. I'm going to take you just about 200 miles west of me right now to I almost said the fine city of Memphis, but that I do not appreciate. I do not appreciate lying to people in a public forum. So to Memphis, the place that exists.
It's a thing.
Where Tulane is driving north, coming up, playing Memphis. This is a big game. This is a very significant game in terms of college football playoff implications. Memphis obviously stubbed its toe, lost to a pathetic UAB team. And that was a black eye. But other than that, they have been taking care of business. It's why they're the highest ranked Group of 5 team in the first college football playoff rankings. They see their name on that bracket. They have something to play for. They got a coach that is auditioning for bigger SEC jobs. He's going to get one of them. He wants to get a better one. And so he's got a lot to play for. I like Memphis in this game. They're only laying 3 points at home, which means that this is the equivalent of a pick'em, is what Vegas is saying. But these two teams are not the same, Clint. Tulane and Memphis are not the same. They're both quality football teams.
Yep.
But Memphis is significantly better. You can lay 3 with Memphis. I took an alt line, Memphis -6.5, a little extra juice. I don't hate that either, but my lock is Memphis -3.
Joining you on that incredible bet is
Love that.
This guy right here. Here's the deal. Playoff implications, coaching implications. We're talking millions of dollars on the line.
About to change hands.
Okay. Of course, this guy wants a lot riding on this game. Of course, he wants to win. I think they're going to win handily and easily. I like Tulane, but the better coach and the better team is Memphis. Possibly the better job when it becomes open for somebody else down the road. Memphis has kind of been this stepping stone for some time. I like it a lot. Give me Memphis as well. I'm here for it. And another one that's very confusing to me, Daniel, can you make sense of this for me? I don't understand. Okay. Why is Houston only a 1.5 point dog at UCF? Does that make sense to you?
Why is Houston only a 1.5 point dog at UCF? As you're saying that Houston should be a bigger dog based on the way that
more.
Houston should be favored by more, or UCF should be favored by more.
But UCF is catching points, 1.5.
You're saying Houston should be. Well, Houston just went out and lost at home to West Virginia last week. West Virginia. Stay tuned in the Locks episode for more on them. But other than that, like, Houston's been playing well, but I actually think UCF's going to win this game. So if you're looking for me to justify to you why Houston should be favored by more, I almost
think
UCF on the money line. I almost at home, at night.
Okay.
I like UCF in this spot.
I like Houston as a better team. Maybe it's the spot that I'm confused by. I don't have a lock in it. That was a question. Let's go to Saturday action. Daniel, biggest game, one of the biggest games early on, BYU, Texas Tech. Do you have a lock in this game? Lots of playoff prediction or implications here as well.
I do. I
have a lock that I might throw on the fire.
I have a stone cold lock in this game.
Great. I'm
sorry, I'm a little distracted. I just hit submit in a just absolute tremendous fashion over here, and so
okay, great.
I'm pumped up. I got extra units with which to take.
Great. Okay, good.
BYU plus 10.5. Give me a really talented football team that's being undervalued, that's being slept on still by the national public, and give me 10.5 points in a game that I think both defenses are really good. It's probably going to be a back and forth, low scoring game. I know that BYU's young quarterback might struggle against what will be the best defensive line he's faced all year, and that includes the Utah game in the rivalry spot. The Texas Tech defensive line is not a joke. It is for real, and they are quite good. So I get that. But I also think the BYU defense is really salty. I think they're really good. I think there's going to be a low scoring game. And I think BYU's got a puncher's chance to stay in this game.
Yeah.
But I don't need them to win. 10.5 is a whole lot of points, Clint. I mean, a whole lot of points to be catching in a big spot like this. And so I think people think the bottom is going to fall out of this BYU team, and I just don't think that's who they are. So, yeah, give me BYU. I'm not
Here's the
to
deal.
win, but to cover.
Okay. Yes, so playoff implication wise, BYU with a loss, it's going to be hard for them to make their way back into the college football playoff.
Yeah.
With conference bids and that sort of thing. I think they're going to be out of the playoff.
Yeah.
10.5 is a good one. I may be joining you on that as well come time, but I don't have a lock as of now. You said West Virginia circled back. Before we go down, do you have something there?
I got some. Yeah. Well, it's not really a West Virginia play other than West Virginia made a change at quarterback. Last week scored 45 points on the road at Houston. So you think Houston, a competent football team, West Virginia went in there and scored 45 with a new quarterback last week. Seems like the quarterback change is working. On the other hand, Colorado has no life whatsoever. Nor do they have a head coach who has any interest in being there whatsoever. How bad is the Colorado Deion Sanders experiment looking already?
Guys, I don't know why. This was something you could have seen a million miles away.
A million miles away. Oh, his kid's not there anymore, and so now he's completely lost interest in coaching the team?
Oops.
Fascinating. Oops. Oh, that's so unpredictable. West Virginia minus 6.5 at home against Colorado. West Virginia's got some juice. They're figuring some things out. There are teams this time of year, Clint, who fumble and fold. And there are teams this time of year who figure something out and go on a little run. Even if they're not contending teams, they go on a little run. That seems like who West Virginia is, and so I'm going to ride it, and I'm going to lay less than a touchdown with the Mountaineers.
I don't hate that at all. I'm going to stick to a little lesser known game, Daniel.
Okay.
Now,
take us off the beaten path.
Look, you talked about not looking ahead.
Okay.
You talked about
a trap game.
A little trap game, Daniel. Miami is in free fall.
Oh, you called this a lesser known game. I also have a bet on this game.
Well, because we're not talking about playoff teams anymore, and so people may have forgotten about Miami.
No, we're not.
Miami is in free fall. Carson Beck is a cancer. That's not sour grapes.
Why would it be sour grapes when we upgraded a quarterback? Like, that's the thing I don't understand about that he left because he wasn't as good as the guy behind him.
Correct.
And he conned a really dumb football coach into giving him a lot of money, which good on him, by the way.
100%. Good on him.
If Mario Cristobal wants to give me $3 million, I will also jump on the Miami bandwagon.
Yes, 100%. But Daniel, 28.5 points. They are favored 28.5. Fran is not having the greatest season up at Syracuse, has stubbed his toe a couple of times. Yep. But if you've watched Miami at all this year, Daniel, at all, they don't win games by 20 points.
No, they don't. Period.
20.5 points. You could tell me this was Northwestern, and I'd be taking Northwestern plus 28.5 points. Give me Q's 28.5. It's easy.
Scoot over. I'm jumping on. It's Syracuse plus 28.5. There's going to be 9 people in that stadium, Clint. I mean, Hard Rock will not be rocking. We got more locks. I got a couple SEC plays I am going to go to, but first, these.
And these are, in fact, FanDuel. FanDuel's fantastic. You need to get over there right now. All these bets we're giving you, no better place to get the action than FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Even if you miss the start of the game, guess what? Get right in. FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. It keeps every game exciting, whether you're on the teams making the late push or not. Right now, FanDuel is giving new customers $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Head to FanDuel.com, sign up and play your game with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA.
I got 2 more.
Okay.
I got two more for you, Clint.
I have two more, possibly a third,
depending.
Right, okay.
You lead off. Where do you want to take us?
I was going to say my third is likely a game that I've heard you say you have a bet in. It says, check with me later. Oregon, Iowa.
I do not have a bet in Oregon, Iowa.
Well, I had a log on the fire. Iowa 6.5. This is another stinker of a line. 6.5. This is not. These two teams are not 6.5 point difference from each other.
Are
something. See, something is up. Okay, and I don't know what. I thought you were going to have something in there.
I have nothing in here.
It's a stay away game for me as well.
Yeah.
Daniel, I'm going to go to Washington, Wisconsin.
Yikes.
I'm
sorry to all parties involved.
It's ugly. It's
It's Wisconsin football.
Wisconsin is bad. Luke Fickell made a horrible decision leaving Cincinnati. Just a monumentally bad decision. Because Wisconsin is very bad. They're not going to get any better. Nothing's changed about this game whatsoever.
He's not getting fired, though.
He's not getting fired. Nothing's going to change in Wisconsin.
No, they're just going to continue to not be good.
Wisconsin's getting 11.5. I don't care. This is not an early kick. It's a little bit later kick. Washington is traveling. I get it, but Washington's far superior. I think a dang good football team, actually. With all said and done, I'd be happy to ride Washington. If I'm a Washington fan, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Comparatively, of course, it's tiered, but I don't care. 11.5 is not enough points. Give me Washington going on the road and taking care of business against Wisconsin. That's how bad Wisconsin is.
Let the record show Jed Fish, Washington head coach, is a Florida alum.
Oh, no.
It's significant to some, and by some, I mean Jed Fish.
Yep.
His name is not at the top of these lists of Florida candidates, but this man wants the Florida job. Like, he very much wants the Florida job. So, yeah, I don't hate that. Also, I never hate betting against a team that is literally incapable of scoring points, and that is Wisconsin. I'm going to go to an off the beaten path game, a little under the radar here. Alabama LSU, a little sleepy, two teams that nobody's really talking too much about. Okay. Sometimes when you fire your coach,
what happens?
You get a little extra juice. You get a little extra under the hood. Everybody's got a little bit of pep in their step. That being said, Alabama's going to kick the crap out of LSU because LSU really sucks at football.
Yep.
And football is the contest that they will be playing on Saturday evening in Tuscaloosa. 9.5 is not too many points. I will be laying them with the Tide. Is Garrett Nussmeier still there?
Yep.
Okay. Then is Ty Simpson still there?
Yep.
Okay. So
do you remember? I just want to harken back because look, I'm a petty man.
Sure he is.
I'm a sports fan.
If not petty.
I'm a sports fan who's a petty man.
Okay. Most are.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say the two are kind of synonymous. You remember when people were telling us the best quarterback in the SEC was Nussmeier? And you remember when people kept on saying, oh, yeah, Ty Simpson, look, that rookie, that freshman, he might have a better chance to move Alabama's offense. And there were these two idiots.
Dummies
Who said, not so fast.
Let me stop you right there.
Pump the brakes. Nussmeier's bad. I don't care what's happening whatsoever to LSU. They got all them players out. This is a rivalry game. I get it. I understand. And you're going to talk about it's the juice in the other way. Alabama is on a freaking tear, and they're going to keep it going. They have SEC championship, first round bye, everything at their disposal. And I think they're going to take care of business 100%. Daniel, slide on over. This was the game I was, the other lock that I had. Alabama, given the points, 100%. The last log that I have, you have one more or no more, Daniel?
I got one more.
Okay, give your one more. My last one is by the time you're there, I might have FanDuel already locked in.
Kentucky plus 3.5.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Florida, but it's over. And by it, I mean your season. You have players actively, listen to me, faking injuries in order to shut down seasons in order to preserve their red shirt. Dallas Wilson is not hurt too badly to give it a go, but he is shutting it down because guess what? He still has the opportunity to preserve his red shirt if he doesn't play any more games. Players have officially quit on Florida. Now, I'm not putting any stock in Kentucky's win over Auburn last week. I'm not saying Kentucky has found something or turned it around, but players on Kentucky have not quit. And so at Kroger Field against Florida, there's still going to be juice in that Kentucky program. You're still beating the Florida helmet, even if it's a shell of their former selves. So, yes, DJ Lagway might be playing, but no one else for Florida is. Like defensive players, wide receivers, defensive players, offensive linemen actively quitting on Florida's team. So, yeah, give me Kentucky.
All right. Well, I'm going to go 2-for-1 special on this because my last one was is Kentucky. Look, yeah, Florida has a injury list as long as the day is long. It's ridiculous. 100% Kentucky is going to kick. Look, how did Stoops, you know that stupid meme of that the boys Homelander, he's like looking around, he's like, how did I make it here? That's Stoops right now. Like everybody getting fired and his clause that calls for him to have so much money if he gets fired. He's just sitting there like, all right, I'll pick apart teams and I'll make myself have more wins to my record. That's what Stoops is. He's going to go ahead and take care of business. Should have more wins on the year, quite frankly. I think he's coming alive. As weird as that sounds, give me Kentucky. The last one I'm going to say is, look, this is no, I can't do that game. I can't do that game. I just take a look. By the time Saturday rolls around, Florida State, Clemson.
I wanted to touch on this game. This is the ultimate pathetic ACC bowl. Florida State's a better team, right? Florida State's a better team.
They are. They are.
I really want Florida State to win this game.
Yeah.
Because I really want Dabo Swinney to go 4-8.
That'd be so great.
They finished the season after this. They finished the season with Louisville and South Carolina.
They're losing both those games.
They might go 4-8, y'all. Like,
I was told Clemson
4-8. It would be historic.
I was on a text chain, people saying, could you see the drop off for this Heisman candidate, Clemson, Klubnik not making it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've watched him play football.
Cade Klubnik's never been it. Not one time.
Not one time in his entire career. You've all wanted him to be.
Do you know the difference between DJ Uiagalelei and Cade Klubnik? DJ Uiagalelei had one great game. That's the difference.
And a lot of syllables.
Yeah. By the way, 7-point teaser gets you to Georgia minus 2.5, Alabama minus 2.5, West Virginia plus 0.5 point, and BYU plus 17.5.
It's a lot of points, Daniel.
7-point teaser, those 4 legs, plus 240, Clint.
Okay.
Pays plus 240. So make a nice little wager here and watch it come home to cash. 5 bottles on that one, Griff.
He is Daniel. I'm Clint. This is Locked On Bulldogs, part of Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.